Hello and a warm welcome to this friendly fixture at the Signal Iduna Park as it's Borussia Dortmund up against Aston Villa of the Premier League. So it's the season opening for the fans at the Signal Iduna Park and the first chance for us to see the boys at home since the valiant effort in the Champions League final back in May. Big expectations as ever this season, but it's all changed with Nuri Sahin taking over as head coach and, of course, changes in the squad as ever. So today's opponents, Aston Villa, have qualified for the Champions League for the first time since the Premier League started in 1992, but they did win the European Cup back in 1982. It was the predecessor of that competition. So it's a club on the up again, and it's a brilliant test for the Schwarz-Gelben coming into the new season. So we're wearing our new white away shirts today. That's to do with the Weiße the original place where Borussia Dortmund started playing football. It's a great homage to our origins, and we'll be hoping that it brings us good luck, not only today but during the season as well. So some team news for you. New signing Girassi is still out with a knee injury. We'll be hoping he'll be back soon though. And at the back it's new signing Jan Couto at right back. It looks like Sula and Anton in the centre, Schlotterbeck perhaps a back three or left back in front of Korbel. In midfield, Sabitzer and Chan will be helped out by another new signing, Pascal Gross, returning to his hometown club. And up front it looks like Brandt just in behind Adeyemi and Bino Gittins, who we've been told has changed his name to Gittins for this upcoming season. For Aston Villa, they've got a couple of players out with cruciate injuries, the likes of Mings and Buendia, but they've named a fairly strong side with the Premier League starting next week. For BVB, we start our competitive season against Phoenix Lübeck of the Regionalliga Nord in Hamburg, away in the DFB Cup next week. And then a week later, it's Eintracht Frankfurt at home. So Aston Villa, get us underway in the claret and blue strip. Going back to Martinez, quite a character in the Aston Villa goal. As Nuri Sahin, the 35-year-old head coach for us, takes over from Edin Terzic, who stood down after the 2-0 loss to Real Madrid in the Champions League final. Let's see if he can reshape the team and take us back to the top of the Bundesliga. And added to that, it's also an end of an era with no Marco Reus or Mats Hummels after they moved on at the end of the season. We finished fifth last season, but it was a thrilling Champions League run which offset that, beating the likes of Atletico Madrid and PSG on the way to the final. And it's an aggressive start to the game. 1 minute in as Ramsey there wins the free kick in midfield. The ball out here for Digne of Aston Villa. Back to the Frenchman. And this is Torres, one of the key players for Unai Emery's team. He's done a wonderful job since he took over from Steven Gerrard, taking the team from the relegation zone to the Champions League in only 18 months. They are a hugely ambitious side and they've invested plenty into the new challenge, including buying an ex-loanee of ours from last season, Ian Madsen, the left-back, who had a great half-season with us in the Champions League, etc. There is Unai Emery for the first time, taking on Nuri Sahin. who steps up from assistant to the main job. I wish him all the luck in the world. It's a dream job for him, of course. Let's hope he can take us up yet another level this season. Our last match in pre-season was earlier in the week, a 2-2 draw with Villarreal of Spain in Altach. As Gittins and Sabitzer scored as we were 2-0 down to make it 2-2 in a 2-hour match, 4 times 30 minutes. As here come Villa again. Ramsey there challenged as he looked to run into the box, just darting in there, and came off the Englishman last, and it's a goal kick for Gregor Kobel. Ramsey they're just trying to link up with Digne on the left-hand side, but our boys were tracking the runs there. As we play out from the back consistently under Nuri Sahin, you can be guaranteed that we're playing very attractive, high-paced football for sure. As Gittins here looks to close down Martinez. And the ball's been given away here to Adeyemi. Now Emre Can, who's still the captain for us, has been kept in that role. Jan Couto just getting it there to Anton, and it works its way across for Schlotterbeck. There's that switch in play with that left boot out to Jan Couto, signed on loan from Manchester City with a view to a purchase at the end of the season. Nicolas Sula, who looks in superb shape in this pre-season, swings the ball out towards the left. And Villa pick up the possession. McGinn there, just finding Onana. Big money signing from Everton for Aston Villa. And they have sold the likes of Douglas Luiz to Juventus for 50 million, but they've also been able to invest a lot to replace him and Moussa Diaby in buying Madsen, Illing Jr., Baranachea, Ross Barkley, Archer, Philogene and Onana. Onana is the biggest sum at 59 million euros. As we've spent our money rather more sensibly, I would say. Raiding Stuttgart for Anton and Guirassy for just over 40 million for the two of them. Pascal Gross from Brighton for 7 million. That's a snip as well, with all his experience. As we played 6 minutes here, it's still goalless in this friendly. Just warming up for the new season, as I said earlier. First competitive match of the season next week, away to Phoenix Lübeck in Hamburg. There's a run forward here from Rodgers, driving through midfield for Villa, and when it came to the final pass, it was a poor one from him, given away sloppily. As Brandt there working back as well. Here's Pascal Gross. And this is lovely link up here, Adeyemi. Now it's his turn to burst into the final third. Gets it onto his left and just playing it behind the run there of Sabitzer. Looking to go in behind the Austrian. Well, both sides showing what they're made of. Plenty of pace to burn out on the wings. And creativity in the centre as well. It's a really interesting friendly, actually, a glamour tie for BVB against the Premier League side. And the English team also very excited to be able to make the journey to Dortmund to play here at the Signal Iduna Park. As we see McGinn there, just pulled back by Sula in the centre of the park. No harm done. And plenty of Villa fans have made the journey here. But this is all about the season opening, really, for the Schwarz-Gelben fans. As Dino goes down, I think it was Jan Couto who he collided with. And Sula up towards Gross there, who's playing very deep as the playmaker. That might mean that Julian Brandt can play a little bit further forward than we have seen him in seasons past. Had an excellent season last year under Edin Terzic. Let's see how Nuri Sahin sees his role. Here's Gross again, out to Schlotterbeck, who is playing wide on that left-hand side. That's more of a deep lying left back. There's Brandt here, breaking the lines, out towards Gittens, and they're just unable to burst onto that pass from the young Englishman, who was 20 the other day. So, of course, we've also lost a few players, including Nicholas Füllkrug to West Ham for 27 million, and another great bit of business from us. Made himself a hero in his one season with us, though. And of course, we also lost Jadon Sancho, who was on loan. And Ian Maatsen, likewise, who plays for today's opponents now. Here's Konsa. Back to Martinez in the Villa goal. Under pressure from Adeyemi and Brandt. And Villa trying to play it out, of giving it away to Emre Can. Well, the Villa players will know all about Pascal Gross. After his time at Brighton, a legend at that club, he decided he wanted to move on this summer to his boyhood club. He's very welcome here indeed, with all that experience and the passing ability, and especially from set pieces as well. It's another string to our bow. Now Anton, good strong defender, brought in from Stuttgart. As we're just starting to find our passing range here in the 12th minute of this friendly. Emre Can, he looks up, 4 options. There is a runner, decides to send it wide towards Brandt. It's tapped back to him by Schlotterbeck, and now Sula goes the other way, out wide right for Couto. Higher up the field. Well, working the ball really well here, side to side. BVB. Attractive style of play. And it's just been broken up there by McGinn of Villa. The Scotsman there brought down, wanting to get on with it quickly. Instead it's Tielemans who taps the free kick. Konza. Another free kick given there in the middle. And McGinn again, winning it. There's Onana, combative Belgian midfielder. And we have our own net. Our own combative midfielder from Austria, Marcel Sabitzer. We're hoping to build on a superb first season with us. There's Valdemar Anton. And the longer ball forward from Schlotterbeck. Looking for the run from Sabitzer again. Looking to get in behind. He's tried that a couple of times already in this opening 14 minutes. As the ball is gifted away again, Torres just caught there. Now the lovely flick here towards Gittins. On his left foot, he goes for it. And it's lashed just wide. First real opening of the game. Well, we pounced there upon the loose pass out from Villa. And Gittins, though, couldn't quite find the target. Real signs that our pressing game will reap rewards this season, especially as the players get fitter and they get more and more used to the system from Nuri Sahin. I expect there'll only be real tactical tweaks rather than a huge overhaul. And stepped up from assistant to Edin Terzic to the hot seat. Looks as though he might want a little bit more patient passing from us, though. As Jan Couto gets past Digne, low ball in, half cleared, back across towards Gittins. Just evading him. He has kept it in, though, on that far side. Here he is again, very, very busy early doors. Jamie Gittins. Well, this might open up here for Schlotterbeck. He slides it through. And it might come back to him as well. Decided to lash in the effort from all of 25 yards and just over the bar. Certainly worth it, I would say. After a bright start from Aston Villa, we've really taken control of the game now. 50-50 in possession, but we've had Much more dangerous attacks, better chances. Here's Emre Can. And again, Gittins dribbling forward, somehow managing to control that ball. Brilliantly done. Out for Couto. Chops back. And it's helped on. And in the end, it's just hacked clear by Martinez. As we see Nuri Sahin, well, he will be living every kick out on the sidelines. Couto, lovely ball across, and just ahead there of Julian Brandt. Thumbs up there from the attacking midfielder. It was a wicked one across. The goalkeeper couldn't really react to it. Brandt just unable to get there. This is Nedeljkovic, right back for Aston Villa with the throw in. Brandt, quick feet there. Süle. Villa just winning it back there. As Konza helps it back to Martinez. Now Torres. Swinging it out towards the right-hand side. It's just been kept in by Ramsey. And Ancelotti a bit disappointed there by the referee's decision. Didn't think there was a foul in there on 20 minutes. As we see the Schwarz-Gelben fans packed into the Signal Iduna Park, even for a friendly. Such passionate fans. Digne. Adeyemi right in his face there immediately. And Adeyemi thinks that Digne is a little bit susceptible back there. As we see some of the substitutes warming up, the likes of Sebastian Haller. Surely a lot of the players on the bench will see action today in this friendly. It's the last chance before the season proper to get some mileage in the legs. I'm sure that Nuri Sahin will want to get as many minutes for as many players as possible during this pre-season. As I said, it's Phoenix Lübeck next week in the DFB Cup of the Regionalliga Nord, but it's at the Volksparkstadion in Hamburg rather than their home ground, so a neutral venue. And then the Bundesliga season starts the week after against Eintracht Frankfurt. We're looking to get off to a quick start there. As Adeyemi now threads this one through towards Couto. And tried to get there at the byline, sliding in. The Brazilian signed from Manchester City, but the ball had already gone. Martinez with the long ball out midway through this first half. 0-0 in this friendly. Aston Villa have played another Bundesliga side already in pre-season, losing 2-0 to Leipzig in New York. And they start in the Premier League next week against West Ham. That's a big fixture against Nicolas Füllkrug's new side. In the meantime, is BVB playing some excellent football here. The cross clipped across there by Pascal Gross and blocked from the air by Martinez. Dangerous though again. Gross this time not sitting deep, going forward. I think it even may have taken a deflection there off the defender. As again it was Sabitzer who was furthest forward. Well, it looks like Ezri Konsa here has picked up a knock. And the Villa fans have gone a little bit quiet as we've taken control of the game. Well, it's a good opportunity for Nuri Sahin to get a hold of the players as well. A couple more tweaks and get some fluids on board as well in this cooling break. Impromptu due to the knock to Konsa. I think the English defender will be fine to continue. He's just caught in the face there. And the cross from Pascal Gross. Painful one. Pascal Gross just in discussion there with Julian Brandt. We've got a lot of ball players now in the team. As play gets back underway, 26 minutes on the clock. Emiliano Martinez with the ball in his hands. Unai Emery looks on in the sun here. Lovely conditions for a late pre-season friendly. They'll last for these two clubs before they get going with the action proper next week. Doing well, and then was he caught late? He's back on his feet as Anton has it. The referee not awarding the free kick, and he will award that one though. Adeyemi going to ground with Konsa just nibbling at his heels. Certain free kick there, right in front of the referee as well. Gross. Quick free kick to Gittens. That was a lovely ball. No one there though for BVB. Gross again. Starts our next attack. And Gittens takes on his man. And well, Nedeljkovic doing well to track him. And that's the corner. It's the first corner of the game. And it will be Julian Brandt to take. He got so many assists last season. Let's see if he can get another here. Ball is half cleared, only as far as Pascal Gross. Tried the volley from the edge of the box, just sending it wide. Well, really trying to pin back Aston Villa here as they pass out from the back, and again Torres has given it away. Bit of a weak link back there, surprisingly, from the Spanish defender. And there's now the tricks and flicks coming out from Julian Brandt. Anton clipping this one forward, and in the end it was just between Adeyemi and Sabitzer. All bowled out quickly by Martinez. As play continues, the low ball here is picked up though by Pascal Gross under a bit of pressure there from Rodgers. Deciding that pace is the way forward up front, with that front three of Ramsey, Philogene and Rodgers. They do have other options with the likes of Archer, who they bought back from Sheffield United. That's a decent looking ball in behind, but the offside flag raised. It was Philogene who just went too early. As Adeyemi looks to get on the end of that little knockdown from Sabitzer. Couldn't quite get there. And it's another sloppy giveaway from McGinn. I think Unai Emery wants a little bit more energy from his team, much like our performance so far. Adeyemi again trying to put Torres under a bit of pressure, but the Spanish player has done well. Giving it away again, though. Having said that, as Adeyemi goes down, and that will be a penalty. Well, Aston Villa again guilty of giving the ball away when playing it out from the back. And 32nd minute, we've got a chance from the spots here to take the lead in this friendly. Well, the ball was played up towards Brandt, and then it's a very untidy challenge, really, from Konza. Well, Martinez is in the goal for Aston Villa, and he faces Emre Can, our captain. Just a quick look there from Can, and it's into the corner for 1-0 to Borussia Dortmund. Thoroughly deserved. Well, Martinez went the right way, but it was just too accurate in the end from Emre Can. And the fans can celebrate the goal here at the Signal Iduna Park. And maybe Martinez did just get something on it. Not too sure there. But it was a well-placed and very hard shot from Emre Can to score. Well, Adeyemi winning the penalty with that quick turn away from Ezri Konsa. And let's see if we can now build upon this 1-goal lead. Oh, swarming all over the Villa defenders. We've seen their weakness. Well, Torres a couple of times now has given it away. Would expect better from him, the former Villarreal man. Well known for being able to step up into midfield. Oh, that's a lovely interception here from Yan Couto. He's making himself an early favourite, putting it forward for Adeyemi. Just trying to chop it back again. It falls here for Brandt. Is 2. Out of almost nothing there, Julian Brandt makes it 2-0. Superb improvisation there, just to lift it over the keeper from a tight angle. Well, he took over there after Adeyemi couldn't quite keep control of the ball in a tight spot. And it's a marvellous finish. Oh, well, it's 2 goals in 2 minutes as well. Oh, all smiles for Julian Brandt. Oh, here we go again. Yan Couto there, sliding in to intercept the ball before Digne could get there. Putting a clever ball forward for Adeyemi. And then Torres here gets himself in a bit of a mix-up. And it's a clinical finish. Oh, this looks very bright indeed for us here in this pre-season friendly. A week before the season starts, it looks as though the hard work that the boys put in Bad Ragaz really is paying dividends. Unusual camp in Switzerland. I really enjoy going there. And of course, they love playing here at the Signal Iduna Park. First home match in 2 weeks against Eintracht Frankfurt. It will be a big event. Sabitzer towards Anton, and the ball really well kept there by Pascal Gross, deciding just to tap it back to Sula. Yes, Gregor Korbel has been a virtual spectator. Villa started brightly in the opening 5 minutes or so without really troubling him at all. And since then we've taken over. We've got a 2-0 lead as well in this first half. Sparkling performance. Throw in here towards Sula. Gross. Looking up there for options, finding Emre Can short. There's another lovely ball down that left-hand side for Jamie Gittens. Can they get a strike away here? Pascal Gross just dribbling out of the box. 7 minutes to go before half-time. Chan just looking up, thought about it. Having scored from the penalty spot. He has a thirst for goals. As that's knocked on quickly by Adeyemi. More quick passing. And in the end, just out of play. Nedeljkovic to take the throw in the right back area. Delaying the take here. In the end, finding one of his teammates. Straight back out of play, though. And it's the same story once again for poor Nedeljkovic. No one really showing for it. As the Schwarz-Gelben all in white today. The Weiße Wiese strip. They get the ball, but Villa come racing forward again, and that's brought to an end quickly. Rodgers it was. And now on the counter-attack, it's Brandt for Gittens. And just couldn't quite get past the last man there. The ball will fall for Julian Brandt, though. Although we can see at the other end, and Rodgers just struggling there with a shoulder injury. It was a big collision there as he was tackled by Emre Can. A perfectly timed tackle as well. No hint of a foul. I think it was just the heavy landing for the man signed from Middlesbrough in January. The physio's there in contact with Unai Emery. Perhaps there will need to be a change, although there's only 4 minutes to go until half-time. They might just try and get to the break and make the change after half-time. I can probably predict that there will be many changes coming into the second half in this friendly. There often are. Both coaches just looking to put the players through their paces one last time before the season starts properly next week. As Pascal Gross, he's been running this match with his short and long passing in midfield. Looks as though he fits straight into the team. Sula. For Yan Kuto. Schlotterbeck. And he's seen the run forwards here from Brandt. And the layoff for Adeyemi. It will come here for Gross. Just blocked in the end. Didn't really get a hold of it as he would have liked to, the midfielder there. But again, swashbuckling football from BVB. 2 minutes to go before half-time. I doubt very much the referee will add on that much time added on. He's only a friendly after all. We had the cooling break and not too many other stoppages other than for the 2 goals for us. Of course, the penalty award as well. I think he'll rather want to get on with this, really. No point in delaying the inevitable. As we've largely been in charge of this match against Aston Villa of the Premier League, fellow Champions League qualifiers. We've made them look pretty ordinary, to be honest. Was expecting more from Villa. As Torres, this time he does find one of his teammates. It's Digne. That's Ramsey. And Digne again. Into the final minute of the first half. Onana. And he's given it away. He's won it straight away again. As the ball comes in from Digne, and McGinn timing his run to perfection as he often does, but getting the header all wrong, sending it well wide of the target from all of 16 yards. I don't think he'd have really been testing Gregor Kobel from there. Anyway, with a header. Well, Gregor Kobel completely untested in this first half. He'll be hoping for more of the same in the second if he's not replaced. Perhaps Nuri Sahin will bring on Alexander Meyer for the second 45. Let's see what changes are made by both teams, as here's another effort coming in from Villa. And that one was much more dangerous from Ramsey. Just into time added on. It's a lovely save from Kobel. It's his first save of the first half. As the corner does come in towards the far stick, and a big cheer goes up as BVB clear it. We're into the second minute of time added on. As Villa get themselves another throw in. Ramsey with the layoff there. One of the more dangerous Aston Villa players. Onana. Konza, who gave away the penalty with the foul against Adeyemi, as the half-time whistle blows and we lead by 2-0 in this friendly against Aston Villa. Adeyemi winning that penalty. It was scored by Emre Can. And then a mistake by Pau Torres was pounced upon by Julian Brandt, just lifting the ball over the keeper Martinez for 2-0. It was 2 goals in 2 minutes. And you can join us in about 15 minutes or so to see what changes we make to this game and what will happen in the second half. Welcome back to the second half of this friendly fixture for BVB at the Signal Iduna Park against Premier League side Aston Villa. So far so good for the Schwarz-Gelben, leading by 2-0 at half-time. The 2 goals coming in the space of a minute. Emre Can there, the captain, scoring from the spot after Adeyemi had been fouled in the box by Ezri Konsa. And just a minute later, Julian Brandt punished a mistake from Villa defender Pau Torres and made it 2-0, lifting the ball over the Argentinian World Cup winner Emi Martinez. So coming into the second half, we can expect plenty of changes. One that we see there, Sebastian Haller on at half-time. We'll try and confirm to you any further moves, as Villa have also made a substitution by the looks of things. As it will be BVB all in white. The Visa strip to get us underway for the second half, and hoping for more of the same as Korbel gets the ball to feet. He had a quiet first half right up until the end, as he denied Jacob Ramsey, who came in with a header. A sprawling stop from him, otherwise untested. As Villa got off to a good start in the match without really causing any problems. Borussia Dortmund then taking over, creating by far the better chances and having more of the ball. Adeyemi using his skill to trick the defender Konsa into bringing him down for the penalty. That came on 32 minutes before Brandt lifted the ball over Martinez a couple of minutes later for 2-0. There's a chance for Sabitzer, and Can here with the drive from outside the box, just curling it wide. Only 80 seconds into the second half, first chance there for the Schwarz-Gelben. Korbel again with the ball at feet. And Anton. Not all of the new arrivals really have slotted in well in this pre-season. Schlotterbeck, the ball forward. As Benzabaini, another half-time arrival, tried to pick up the ball. Onana, though, coming in with the foul before that. There is Benzabaini. And it's a lovely low pass, and Sabitzer again in there causing problems. This time, though, scrambled to safety for Martinez. Benzabaini picking out the Austrian really well. And thumbs up from Marcel Sabitzer. Has looked a real threat, Sabitzer, without really getting a clean shot away so far in the game. And he's been making runs that have confused the Aston Villa defenders. travelling Villa fans not really in the same kind of voice as they were earlier on in the afternoon. The team have been a bit flat here. I'm sure that Unai Emery will be very happy with the performance this afternoon from his boys. Aston just taking all of the pace out of the game here. 5 minutes into the second half as the boys then whipped across by Schlotterbeck. This is Gittens. And Gross again. Gittens setting off on a run. As Anton there saw the chance to intercept ahead of Rodgers, who stayed on despite that shoulder injury at the end of the first half. Now Chan expects the advanced run there of Benzabaini. He's done well and tried to get the shot away, was just half blocked. Here's Julian Brandt in the number 10 shirt now. And wins the throw-in right in the corner. Well, that was bright there from Benzabaini. From Mönchengladbach last summer. Has had time to settle into the club here. As you can see, it was just blocked there by the back of Torres. And he brings the ball down brilliantly there. In the end, he's just nicked off his toe, though, by the defender. Well, it's one-way traffic at the moment. Dortmund all over Aston Villa's. Alea there tried to lay the ball off for Gittins, got the ball back again. Well, the press has been really superb on Aston Villa, winning the ball time and time again. This time, though, it is a foul from Sabitzer. McGinn driving through midfield. It looked as though it should have been a free kick for BVB. Play goes on here as a curling strike comes in, and an easy stop there for Gregor Kobel. Let's have another look at it here. It looked as though he got his angles exactly right. Yes, he did. And the Swiss keeper. It was Ramsey again who called him into action, though, as he did at the end of the first half with a header. Benzabaini again, looking to impress on that left-hand side, just trying to thread it through. It was a difficult ball to find Julian Brandt. Just couldn't quite get the angle. This is on and up. Delkovic. The side have made wholesale changes. Just the double switch for BVB at half-time, with Adeyemi and Kuto coming off. Alem Benzabaini on. There's a little bit of needle here suddenly, involving Rodgers by the looks of it. And you can see that Anton just wagging his finger there, not happy with the Aston Villa attacker. I think that Anton feels that he was taken out there off the ball by Rodgers, just letting him know his difference in opinion. And the referee has calmed down both players. No harm done. And play can go on under Nuri Sahin. And 10 minutes into the second half, and the pattern of play much the same, with BVB in control of the ball. Benzabaini has been very bright since coming on, as Allaire there lays the ball off in midfield and strides towards goal. Can Gittins find him perhaps? No, because Tielemans was there on the edge of the box to steal the ball away. It's excellent pressing. And I think that the crowd really warming to the likes of Pascal Gross and the work that he gets through. As here goes Ramsey down the left-hand side, just having to cut back. On and up. Little run forward from him. And a nice dinked ball as well, and the ball across was towards Rodgers. He was just caught on his heels perhaps. Oh, that really wouldn't have pleased Waldemar Anton had he scored. After the little push and shove session a couple of minutes ago. Now Philogene. Ball towards the edge of the box here. Onto the left foot of Ramsey and over the bar. A few more chances now for Aston Villa. None of them really troubling Gregor Kobel though. As we come up towards the hour, I would expect there to be many changes from both teams once we reach the hour mark. Torres to Tielemans. And a flick there from Rodgers, came to nothing. BVB trying to break quickly. They get the ball back again, but it's intercepted by Gittins. Trying to dribble his way out of trouble, he's done very well. Trying to do likewise there, just running out of pitch in the end. Sabitzer, cleverly done. And then Benzabaini winning the free kick in his own half, takes it quickly. Perhaps too quickly, I'm not sure. His teammates had read that intention. Still worth a go. It's good working back there from Niklas Süle. Oh, lovely sharp passing through midfield involving Sabitzer and Aller. Süle. Well, here we go with the normal raft of substitutions coming on. This is where it gets very complicated in these pre-season friendlies to keep up with who is indeed on the park. A change in system as well as a change in personnel as the ball is worked out here for Julian Brandt, just getting under the ball and hammering it over the bar. A little bit of ring rustiness there perhaps from the number 10. Oh, here come the many changes. It looks as though Sabitzer, one player who is coming off. As you can see, Duranville, Reina, Unmecha, etc. about to come on. Looking forward to seeing Duranville. He's had his injury problems since he joined us 18 months ago or so. Özcan, another player coming on, as well as Marlon. As Gittins and Brandt are withdrawn. And the almost 60 million euro man there, Onana, being taken off by Villa, with Bailey coming on. Ian Maatsen about to make an appearance against his former club, BVB. A really great loan spell here in the second half of last season. Ross Barkley on for Aston Villa as well, signed from Luton Town, who were relegated from the Premier League. Returns to the club after a previous loan spell. And just a couple of whistles around the home fans for Ian Maatsen as he comes on, but I don't think it's really his fault. Chelsea wanted to get as much money for him as possible. And Villa were willing to stump up the cash. And as we see that Martinez has been replaced by Gauchi. It will take a while for these players to gel here in this last half hour after all those changes, but Marlon there almost getting an immediate chance. Ball lifted towards him, Gauchi coming out to claim it. Reina, the American, the youngster, returns to the club after his loan spell against Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. Looks as though Özcan will be taking over the deep role in midfield from Pascal Gross. We do have a really great blend throughout the squad of different types of players for different positions. Typical pre-season friendly, you might say. The players stroking it around in the sun. Just getting used to these match conditions. Not sure how much the backroom staff really place on getting a result in these type of games, but it's always nice to get a win under your belt, particularly against fellow Champions League qualifiers. High quality opposition for this season opener for the fans against Aston Villa. Go forward towards Marlon net, just away from him, and he's won it back again. It was really well won as well from Bailey. And Shaheen keeping that back three at the moment, as it was from the start, with Schlotterbeck, Anton and Sula, who's still on the field with 25 minutes to go. Maybe that's an indicator of how he wants to play. Schlotterbeck at the start was more of a left-back option, as we see the next delivery across there from Duranville, and it's hacked over his own bar by the Villa defender. No, it was Nedeljkovic who in the end managed not to score an own goal. The resulting corner, and Mecha to help it back in again. Mecha again. Özcan. And that's helped Sula back to Korbel, who still hasn't had a great deal to do in this game, with just over a quarter of it to go. Allaire, half-time substitute, to have really a sight of goal, but might get one soon as Bensebaini takes on a difficult-looking chance. The ball dropping out of the sky, going for the left-footed volley on the run. Would have been spectacular had he been able to pull that off. In the end, the Algerian just slicing it wider than the near post. Henry looking on as he's recovered from his poor spell at Arsenal to reignite his career with Aston Villa. See there, Fullergene just blocked off by Nicolas Sula. A beaming smile, as I said earlier on, looking trim this pre-season. As Tielemans has the chance here for Aston Villa from the corner to get the ball into the box. Corner's flicked away. I think it will be another corner on this near side. Corner for Dortmund, head last. Bailey to take, former Bayer Leverkusen man. Here comes the delivery from the Jamaican towards the near post. Half cleared, it'll come back in. thought it would come back in. Nedeljkovic, not sure if he got his delivery wrong there, if he wanted another angle for Philogene. Gauci, the Australian goalkeeper for Aston Villa. Oh, 2-0 to the Schwarzgelben. Both goals coming in the space of about a minute in the first half. First, a penalty from Emre Can after Adeyemi was fouled by Konza. The second following soon afterwards, with Julian Brandt lifting it over Emi Martinez. A brilliant finish after a mistake from Pau Torres. There's going to be another change here from Aston Villa. As Archer is coming on. As I said earlier on, he returned to the club this summer from Sheffield United. Relegated from the Premier League. So a different kind of challenge here for the likes of Sula. And Anton at the back for us. As the ball is given away there by Korbel. And he's recovered brilliantly. Still the chances on here for Villa. And they fluffed their lines completely. Archer, who's just come on, missing the target. Wow. Korbel there hasn't had much to do. As I've said time and time again, his clearance there just charged down. He did well in the first instance. Still the ball alive. And Archer, well, he can't believe he's missed it, especially by that much. And here comes the next change for us as Schlotterbeck is going off. And it looks as though it will be Kaba to come on. 18-year-old defender. It looks as though he's going to be integrated into the first team squad. A player with a bright future. So let's see if Gregor Korbel can do better with his distribution this time. And here is the new rival Kaba there, just helping the ball back, and he will get it again here, trying to win the aerial challenge, as we see. And it is a sellout here, even for a pre-season friendly, the season opening for the fans. Of course, they've turned up in their droves here at the Signal Iduna Park. Really no surprise there. Even though the second half has been quieter with all the substitutions being made by both teams, it's still been an excellent performance from BVB. Certainly frustrating the Villa team. As Bailey there thought he had the opportunity to sprint through. Anton got there first, great positioning. And a safe ball back to Korbel. Özcan. Opening out to the right, and now perhaps the bouncing ball forward for Duranville. He's challenging for the ball, and he comes away with it. Gets into the box, goes down. And this time no penalty for the Schwarz-Gelben. It does look very exciting. The young Belgian. Hopefully he can get an uninterrupted spell. Getting back to full fitness for us. It's like signing a new player almost, given his lengthy absence. And 15 minutes to go in this friendly. There's Kabar. Does very well there against Rogers. Benzabaini, lovely sliding challenge. The ball, unfortunately for him, just coming for Bailey. Tielemans with the cross from the right-hand side. And that's excellent defending. Duranville there just tracking back against Ian Madsen. We know the damage that Madsen can do from those kind of positions in the Champions League, especially. So Tielemans with the next corner. As the ball loops up and it's punched away by Korbel, out for the corner. A strange spinning ball. As Villa just starting to turn up the heat here. One in from Bailey, headed away by Anton. There's Chan, the furthest player forward, trying to get in the face there of Fulci, and it worked as the distribution from the keeper ended up going out of play on the halfway line. Mecha was fooling Philogene there. There's one pointing that Sula should play it out towards the right-hand side, which in the end he does. Marlon dropping deep. Benzabaini. It's a different type of test now in this friendly fixture, as Villa trying to swarm all over us, having to play our way out from the back. Also very helpful in preparation for the new season. Shows we can play in different ways. We can be proactive or reactive. Kawa just managed to keep it in. No, he doesn't, says the referee. Looks as though it's going to be another triple change here for Villa, with India coming on. It's a bit of a surprise, given his recovery from that cruciate injury. Speculation they were going to give him a little bit more time. He does come on with 10 minutes to go here at the Signal Iduna Park. Missed the entirety of last season injured. And they're just calling for calm from Stuttgart's man. Well, he looks raring to go to try and press as we play it long this time. Benzabaini with the header clear. There. And there will be a throw for Aston Villa. Villa, it was his turn to press, and in the end the player just hooked there. It was Barkley by Reina. Torres. Ball up into the corner, and the defender there, Benzabaini, was just caught by Bailey. A rather quieter second half from BVB, which is completely understandable, given the fact we've changed 8 of the players in this second half. Anton, Süle and Kobel still on there from the start. And Süle comes in, wins the ball, and there's another free kick given against the Schwarz-Gelben net. Bailey able to get past Marlon. 2 real speedsters there coming together. Will be looking to help himself to even more goals after last season. Shaheen must be very pleased with the showing today from the boys, coming into that DFB Cup tie away to Phoenix Lübeck in Hamburg. Don't think he'll risk too much in that game. We'll play almost, if not full strength. And then the following week, the big match of the opening weekend of the Bundesliga. Borussia Dortmund versus Eintracht Frankfurt. Two sides you'd expect to be in contention for the Champions League, facing off on the opening day. Five minutes to go. Here, Madsen. Back by Dortmund. Played to Benzabaini in a central position at the back. Marlon. To Benzabaini again, clipping this one forward. Alea doing well, helps it around the corner for Özcan. Reina. He's pulled back there by the Villa man. Up to his feet by Madsen. Try from this free kick here, the boys. It's quite a long way out. There's Reina to loop it in towards Anton. And trying to help it back as well towards Benzabaini. He's got a toe end on it, but the referee says he was a little bit high with the challenge. And it was a clever free kick from Reina. Anton couldn't quite bring it down as he wanted to on his thigh. And you can see why the referee would call that one up for Benzabaini. This is going to be a late switch here for BVB with Sula going off. Be Mane. Koulibaly to... Sorry, Sané. I apologise. Soumaila Koulibaly to come on. And Mane as well. Not sure who Mane came on for. To go. Koulibaly has been at the club a few seasons now. Perhaps will be given the chance to make the break through. Seconds remaining. Unless the referee is extremely strict here, surely only a minute or two of time added on. Koulibaly. Distance on the clearance there from Benzabaini. And even the pace, though, of Duranville can get there ahead of Maatsen. There's perhaps one late chance here for Villa. Corbel comes out brilliantly, though, to claim ahead of Cameron Archer. Showing real bravery there. And showing why he's one of the best in the business in the Bundesliga. Ball threaded through. I think it came off Barkley rather than him playing it. And Corbel making it look so easy. Archer was looking to round him, no chance. Özcan. Koulibaly stretching those legs and getting up the field. That's a brilliant ball towards the left-hand side here. Kaba. And a dangerous looking whipped cross, but cleared from inside the 6-yard box by Aston Villa. As it's been given away here to Marlon. Well, one last opportunity perhaps in the game. Marlon, though, over the bar. Still time to hone the finishing skills before the start of the season next week against Phoenix Lübeck. As Kaba this time is caught by Bailey. So BVB then seeing out this second half despite all the big changes. We led by 2-0 at half-time. It looks as though we're going to win 2-0 at full-time. Emre Can from the spot. And Julian Brandt making the difference here against the Premier League side, Aston Villa, who will get off on their maiden Champions League voyage this season. And takes on his man. Dankovic stayed on the entire 90 minutes. Buendia. And the offside flag raised against Bailey, or Archer, sorry. Well, there is the full-time whistle, and BVB beat Aston Villa by 2-0. Thoroughly deserved. And in that second half, a lot of youngsters and players returning from injury. The likes of Duranville, for example, got a bit of action under their belts coming into the start of the season next week against Phoenix Lübeck. Of course, you can join us for that DFB Cup game at the Volksparkstadion in Hamburg. It's a nice way to start the season. And we'll be hoping for a big win there. I'm sure that Nouri Sahin, though, will not be taking it for granted about the result. As here, a great warm-up, a great final warm-up. And we'll see you next week for the season start. Until then, take care, and it's goodbye from me.